Second is Bjork Briones.
There are no poor if there are no corrupt people. This was the campaign battle cry that propelled then Senator Benigno Aquino III to the presidency during the May 2010 elections, ushering in a claimer for change. But will the shift in leadership ensure genuine change for a better Philippines? Will it pull out our country from the quagmire of poverty? Members of the Board of Judges, distinguished guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good day to all of you. Poverty and corruption, as well as all other socio-economic and moral problems, cannot be solved simply with a change in leadership. Peace, prosperity, rule of law, and morality cannot be attained by merely looking people to handle the affairs of government, or by telling them what to do and what not to do. The solution lies in the determination of every individual to cause positive change in himself. The change must emanate not only from our leaders, but also from each members of the society. It is the change in the attitude of the people that provides the ingredients for a lasting and sustainable bright future. I often wonder why there is so much violence, poverty, immorality, and lawlessness in our country. Why are these things happening to us when we are a very religious nation and we have a government of laws? We profess to follow what God or Allah has commanded us to do. Our leaders, be they political, religious, business, or otherwise, preach to us what's right and what's wrong, what is legal and what is illegal, what is moral and what is immoral. Our teachers tell us to be fair, to be democratic, and our parents mold us to be obedient, respectful, and kind. In flag ceremonies, we pledge loyalty to our country and we say we are pro-God, pro-people, and pro-environment. And as Boy or Girl Scouts, we affirm that we are trustworthy, helpful, loving, etc. But with all these things taught to us, and with all the pledges we make, why is there utter disregard for the rule of law? Why is there rampant corruption in the government? Why are there so many gruesome crimes? Why are we destroying our environment? And why is our country still poor? I believe that these things are happening to us because we, as a people, do not practice what we preach. We only pay lip service to our promises and pledges. We do not walk our talk. We complain about garbage, but we litter anywhere. We warn others not to steal, but we pocket taxpayers' money. We claim to fight illegal gamblings, but we receive bribes and turn a blind eye on the perpetrators. We tell others to abide by rules and regulations, but we do not fall and wait in line. And we preach love, forgiveness, and compassion, but we kick out those who go astray from our offices, schools, and homes. Hypocrisy abounds, and we have a distorted sense of honesty. If we, as a people, want a real change and a truly bright future for our country, we have to reform ourselves. As advised by the great Mahatma Gandhi, we must become the change we want to see. I want my country to be peaceful, prosperous, environmentally friendly, and morally upright. But to help attain this goals for my country, I must strive to become a better person myself. I must